Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Empty Shelf Reviews. Today, we grabbed off the shelf Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf for the Sega Genesis. Yes, another Sega Genesis game. Never played this one before, although it does look very Japanese. It is English, so... I mean, we learned our lesson with that, didn't we? Genghis Khan 2. So here we go. A grey wolf descended from the clouds and took his empress, the white doe. Beautiful, just beautiful. Legend of the Mongol origins. I love history about the Mongols, you know, and I hope this is a legitimate history game. In 1162 AD, when tribes of nomadic warriors roamed the Mongolian steppes, a baby boy was born. Yes, I did see on Netflix Mongol, which is the story about how Genghis Khan was born and how he came to do all these tribes. Good movie. I think I want to say it's Korean, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's Chinese. I could be mistaken though. You know, we don't really need this story, do we? Let's just press start and get on with it. Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf, Sega Genesis, Koei Corporation. They made some good games. So here we go, 5 minutes, let's go. Let's begin a new game. Now this looks like I might have already bit off a little bit more than I can chew. This looks like a lot of strategy here. Okay, let's go Mongol Conquest. How many players? Just me. Select nation. Okay, where do we want to go? Do we want to be a Mongol? Or do we want to go let's go over here. We're like 10, nice and safe. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, we're backing up. Wrong button. Select nation of player 1. 1. Play the Mongols? View wars. Yes, of course. View combat. Yes, of course. Everything okay? I'm okay. Let's go, Borchu. Or Temujin. Temujin isn't that Genghis Khan's name before he was Genghis Khan? Okay, demand that you pay tribute. How shall I respond? Oh, this is awesome. I'm loving this so far. How shall we respond? Well, we just started, so you can have 1/5 of gold. We expect to receive more in the future. Okay, that's what you think, eh? Message came from the Jadurans. Emuga wants to ally for 8 years. Oh, of course. Where's Alabar? We look forward to an era of friendship. Yes. Message from the Tartars. Megajin, master of the steppes, demand that you pay tribute. Again with the tribute. I'm gonna seek advice because... they should pay us the tribute. I agree, Borchu. How shall we respond? I think Borchu knows what's up. He knows this world more than I do. Just you wait. Yeah, we'll be ready. It's kind of like Civilization. Look, we got turns. Issue my orders yourself. I want to say no because I don't know what I'm doing. So, but what one is no? Highlighted or not highlighted? I'm gonna say highlighted is. Highlighted's the one we want, right? Let's try. No, we might hit yes. I don't know. Then I will do so on your behalf. Okay, perfect. Train troops in the home base, of course. We're gonna expect Kwarcha to come back after us. Ooh, abundant harvest this year. That's great. Already I can tell this game's gonna need... Do we make this a 10-minute? No, we can't. We can't do it. This might need its own long play. This might need its own full long play. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's an option. Oh. We only have one set of troops here. This could be... Okay, here we go. So I feel like this is automatic, but he's lining up his troops, right? And they got walls and stuff, and we have water. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. This is one of the things that I feel like the Sega Genesis just did better than Super Nintendo at the time. And to be honest, I would have never appreciated this because this is definitely like an adult game, you know what I mean? Strategy. This wasn't something I would have been when this came out, you know, I'd have been 9 or 10, so there's no way I would have had appreciation for this at all. But seeing it now, it's like, can you imagine getting this back in the 90s? This would be amazing. On a Sega Genesis? Okay, you know what? Maybe I should have clicked don't show the fights. Because this could take a while. This could take quite a while. Either way, I'm liking it so far. I mean, graphics or whatever, but I feel like this is the kind of game where graphics are secondary. It's all about the strategy. Because look at this, I like this. You got the archers in the back, you got the swordsmen up front, so there's definitely strategy here. And I feel like we're up against, you know, this doesn't look good for us. Horse archers? But it's the first thing of the game. There's no way that these guys can destroy us. Is there? Maybe. So, just to reiterate, I'm not doing anything right now. I can't speed it up, I can't press buttons, I can't even pause it. Can't press select, I can't do anything. We're just sitting here doing this. I should have hit no. As soon as this, you know, we're actually at 5 minutes right now. Just approaching. So, well, here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to... I don't think we need another 5 minutes of this, so I think I'm going to do the review. And what I'll do is I'm going to turn that setting off so that we don't see the fights. I mean, we already saw the fights for 5 minutes, so this is probably what it's going to look like from now on. So anyways, there's the first 5 minutes of Genghis Khan 2, The Clan of the Grey Wolf. Okay, so there's Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf. It was originally released in Japan, and then they brought it over to North America. Now, the craziest thing is the amount of consoles that this game was released for. So it was released for the NES, the Super NES, the Sega Genesis, the Sega CD, PC Engine, and actually also Sony PlayStation. That's wild. And it was also released for a whole bunch of other systems that are, you know, kind of systems that faded away pretty fast, but that's a lot of systems. Wow. So, basically what you do in it, it's kind of like a Civilization style game where you're playing as either the Mongols or other different tribes, and you're just running your civilization. Like there's marketplace to buy and sell goods, you can direct people how to do labor, you can train troops, you can invade cities, there's diplomacy, there's all this sort of stuff, and it's actually really, to me, it seems very advanced for Sega Genesis. Like, this seems like something that would be on the computer, a PC, at the same time. You know, in 1992, this is like a PC game. So it does a lot of cool stuff. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. I feel like there's tons and tons and tons that is available for this game that I just didn't have time to get to, which is a good thing, you know, which means that this obviously, like, the replayability of this game was just absolutely wild. So the gameplay, yeah, like I mentioned, it's like a Civilization game. You're guiding your city around. It's mainly just navigating menus. It's kind of an RPG / strategy game in that sense, where it's mainly about menu navigation and the strategy behind what you're doing with your cities and all that kind of stuff. So that said, the menu system works great once you know what you're looking for. The symbols are, you know, they make sense. Everything makes sense. So gameplay wise, I think it's again, a lot to unpack, but it's very advanced. The graphics are, I'd say they're okay for the time. 1992, you know, fresh game on the Super Nintendo. I would actually be excited to see what this looks like on PlayStation, and also excited to see what it looks like on the NES. Because the fact that this game was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System and the PlayStation is just wild to me. Like, it's the same game, so it must look crazily different. Maybe one episode I'll visit that. So the graphics on this game, they're okay. I mean, for the time being, 1992, early game, they're okay. You can just tell it's not about the graphics. Game is more about the strategy and all that kind of stuff. So that said, you can view the wars, you can view the battles, but as I learned and as we all learned in the first 5 minutes playing this game, you don't want to do that. It just takes way too long, unless you are actually controlling all the battles. But at that point, I mean, then you're really into the game. Then you are dialed in. I do like that you can save. You can save your game on this, so that's a needed with the amount of hours you're probably going to put into each one of the 3 different scenarios. The music was okay. I mean, it's about what you'd expect. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing terrible. The thing is, you're in the menu system the whole time. You're playing while you're playing this game, so the music doesn't really change all that often. So that's the only thing that can get annoying. But that said, that's usually a thing of all these games back in the day. They all have semi-annoying music if there's not a lot of levels, and even if there's a lot of levels, they still have the same music. So music's nothing special. But that said, it's also not grating on my ears. So the ultimate question is, do I leave it on the shelf, do I rent it, or is it a buy? And I would say this game, Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf, I'd say it's in between a rent and a buy. And I say that because there's a lot going on here. So if you really want to get the most out of this game, you'd have to buy it. And I think that if I put myself in the shoes of being a kid back in the day, there's no way I would have been interested in this game at all. But if I'm putting myself in the age I am now, an adult, back into the time 1992 when this game would have been released and I would have loved video games, would I have liked this game? I think so. I mean, this game, like, there's not a lot like it. And I know at first I said it's funny how I feel like Sega Genesis always does these kind of games, like really adult strategy or whatever, but then I find out later it's released from all these different systems. So at the end of the day, I was wrong. There it is, Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf. Give it a try. You're going to need some time, but I think it's going to be fun. Anyways, until the next episode, peace.